artists on, can you often predict how big they're going to be?
No, I don't think you can predict. Some people have something about them that's really kind of they've got sort of I'm not sure an energy about them that is really great. But sometimes it can, even then it doesn't work. They need the talent and they need a little bit of luck as well. I mean, I think Amy Winehouse was a person when she first came off, when you heard her voice.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But also she had that extra thing of when she sang, you believed what she was singing. She had this sort of this truth about her voice. So I think, yeah, sometimes you can tell, but sometimes you just hope it's going to go well. You hope it's going to go well for everybody, but it doesn't always work like that.
No.
And I think the other thing that's important about the show, you know, is to be a home for all sorts of music, for older artists, for younger artists, for new artists, for legends, for music that doesn't have a home elsewhere, whether it's sort of jazz or whatever, world music or whatever it is, folk music. And it's a mash-up of all of those things that we're trying to get on.
And that's why people love it.
It is indeed. And the new series, Series 62.
Series 62.
Series 62.
That's right.
That doesn't even sound right, does it?
No,
it's that long.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
It's 31 years we've been doing it.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
It really is. Well, it's back on Saturday. So who else have you got lined up for the first
We've got some great people. We've got, over the series, we've got Alison Goldfrapp. I'm looking at this because there's so many I couldn't remember them without looking. I won't pretend I'm not looking. Kelly Jones is coming on with a great new project. Noel Gallagher and his high-flying birds. Fatoumata Diawara, who comes on with Damon Albarn, is just amazing sort of guitar player. Gabriel's, who are really great, new, and he's got Jacob Lusk is their singer. He's got an incredible voice. Gaz Coombs, Jessie Ware, Oliver Dean, Sleaford Mods, who are particularly great at the moment. So yeah, there's loads of great new people and people who've already got a history. So yeah, it's really great.
That is a heck of a lineup, that is, isn't it?
It really, yeah, it's great. It's great to be back on Saturday every night.
Yeah.
And we can do, because we've done so many shows, I think there's a couple of compilations after that. There is one with Amy Winehouse showing all the stuff we did with her. I think there's one with Tom Jones and one with a lot of female hip-hop artists, the old and new. So that's something to look forward to.
You also have your jam sessions, don't you, each week? You used to jump on the piano every now and again. You're going to be getting involved, maybe?
There's a couple of people... Well, there's some people we do a couple of bits at the piano with, which are really... which actually have been really magical on this series.
Yeah.
Because it's quite nice, the piano, a moment around the piano, because it brings something out of people. You know, it's often like, what's the first song that they used to sing to their mum or something like that, you know, and you sort of start to understand a lot more about them when you hear them just singing an old song they love. Yeah. So there's a little bit of that at the piano as well.
What would be, like, the dream session for you? Like, you're on the piano or someone else is on there, like old, new band, past or present. Like, who would that be?
Well, we've been very lucky. I've been very lucky, you know, and had that. The view over my piano has been amazing because I've seen and been in close contact with a lot of those great people. I suppose if you were really sort of reaching for the thing, you probably have. Maybe you'd have John Lennon singing with Bach, doing the accompaniments, and maybe Bessie Smith in there. You'd have you'd have a group of sort of people who've gone, basically. A heavenly group, I suppose, would be the dream group. But I think the living ones, we're incredibly lucky because we've had them. I mean, I was rehearsing today. My big band's about to go on tour. We're rehearsing literally all day today, and we've got Selector, the ska legends, with us. And that was just like suddenly you go in the studio and it's 11 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's looking a little bit groggy. As soon as Gilson counts it in, and that music starts, you think, hey, this is great, you know. It's an incredible power music, you know.
Your Rhythm and Blues Orchestra is on tour all year. Buxton, Thursday, apparently.
That's right, tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. I've lost track of the days.
Yes, except me too.
You know, when the audience come, do they expect certain songs, or do certain songs just go down an absolute treat every time?
Well, I think there's certain things that we do. Ruby Turner will do some songs that they particularly like, and we keep some in that people sort of like, and you get a good response. But we're always sort of feeding in either new things or new old things, you know, new old songs that we haven't done before. But you can tell there's something great about when the orchestra starts to take off and that you can feel when the audience are lifting up, and it's like the most magical feeling because you're all in that thing together without using any words or anything. You can feel when it's really going, and when one works like that, we'll keep that in. And that's what we've been trying to rehearse and get to do today, and especially as the summer comes on, we do a big one in Kew Gardens, which is great fun, and when the weather's nice and the trees around and everything and the music comes, that's the best thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brilliant.
Got a comment there for Jim.
Yeah, we have actually.
I might get a one-show cover for my
I know,
iPad.
yeah, you need.
We
It
can
says
organise
Jools
that,
Holland,
Jules.
brilliant. I remember Katie Turnstall first showing up of Black Horse and Cherry Tree. Unbelievable.
Katie Turnstall,
Katie
I love.
Turnstall, that was great, and that did actually propel her, or help propel her. I mean, our show just. It's like a step. It's not the one thing, you know, it's not the only thing. You need these other things as well. But that did help to propel her into sort of to have global hits, which was great. And she only came on because Alison, our producer, somebody, I can't remember who it was, but somebody cancelled at the last minute. They were ill or something, they couldn't come on. So we needed somebody to fill in. And Alison, our producer, had seen her in a tiny little club in London the night before, just like on her own with a guitar, tiny little place. And she thought, oh, I'll get her on. And it was great because it changed
That's that bit look you were talking about earlier,
yeah,
Jules,
exactly. But all the things falling in the right place at the right time, yeah.
Wow.